Supply chain finance. In today's market, working capital is one of the most critical financial metrics for a corporate and its supply chain. Solutions such as supply chain finance help optimize working capital, reduce risk and disruptions, and increase the competitiveness of your supply chain. However, with the growing popularity of supply chain finance, the cost and complexity of managing such financing programs has grown. Working with numerous funders and destination technology systems has considerably increased costs, resources, and time required to set up and run these solutions, often outweighing the benefits. Now imagine a level of integration and program management that allows you to set up supply chain finance programs with your suppliers and banks in record time. Just a few simple steps without needing complex and customized integration into various siloed legacy systems and numerous manual steps. The Marco Polo network is driving a paradigm shift in supply chain finance by integrating supplier e-invoicing, purchase order matching, and multi-bank financing options on an open and distributed network. The network connects corporate systems of record directly to bank financing systems, enabling them to exchange data securely and in real time from a single standard interface. Connect once, connect to many. So how does it work? You either install on your premises or via the cloud the Marco Polo corporate platform and Corda blockchain node, which are all integrated to your ERP system via APIs. By integrating just once to your Corda node and the Marco Polo network, you can connect to multiple different parties within your physical and financial supply chains without any further integration to banks, suppliers, or any other third party. You're now directly connected to your suppliers, multiple leading banks, and other financial institutions, which are all part of the Marco Polo network, offering financing to your supply chain based on the latest technology and superior user experience. Frictionless and straightforward. We know that supplier onboarding, master data synchronization, purchase order and invoice communication, validation and matching are critical factors driving costs and compliance within your supply chain. This is why we introduced the first ERP-embedded supply chain and working capital finance app. The Marco Polo ERP app makes it frictionless and straightforward for your suppliers to interact securely and privately with you and get access to working capital finance. With SAP, Oracle NetSuite, Sage, Microsoft Dynamics, Xero, or Intuit QuickBooks, we cover over 50% of all the commonly used ERP and accounting systems. For suppliers using these cloud-based ERP and accounting systems, integration is native and takes minutes, not days to complete. You invite your suppliers by issuing a token to them. The token is entered by the supplier into the Marco Polo ERP app, downloaded from the ERP's App Store. For all suppliers not using one of the cloud-based ERP systems, we provide them access to your supply chain via an intuitive web-based Marco Polo portal without the need to install any software. The Marco Polo portal provides secure and private data exchange and access to working capital finance using Corda blockchain technology. None of your suppliers or your data is accessible by anyone other than permissioned parties. Your valuable data is truly secure and private. Once your suppliers click on the token to access your supply chain finance program, they automatically receive access to their Corda node on the Marco Polo network, allowing them to check their company's profile and information, accept purchase orders, and send invoices securely and privately through the Marco Polo network. Your supplier no longer needs to log into multiple external invoicing and supply chain finance platforms. Everything is performed from within the supplier's ERP system or on the Marco Polo portal, thereby reducing errors and time and increasing privacy and security between you and your supplier. Process flow. All trade-related data is shared securely and instantly between you and your supplier via the Marco Polo network. Your customized conditions and matching rules, all set by you, run automatically, checking and approving each invoice on your Corda node. Based on the invoice match, the invoice state is updated to eligible, and the invoice data is sent automatically via APIs to your ERP system and to the supplier's Corda node, updating the invoice state to eligible on both your suppliers and your Corda nodes. Now, your supplier can either manually or automatically, based on rules, request financing of the eligible invoices. Based on specific checks and rules you have assigned to your supply chain finance program, the funding request is routed automatically via the Marco Polo network to one of your participating banks. The bank receives the request of the eligible invoices, prices the purchase discount based on your agreed rules, and returns an offer to fund the supplier. Upon the supplier accepting the offer, manually or automatically, the invoice dates are updated on the supplier's node, the bank node, and your node, recording the change of ownership and any term extension on the blockchain. As a next step, the bank confirms payment to your supplier, updating the invoice date on Corda, which updates your ERP system from your Corda node, reflecting the new pay-to information. At invoice maturity, your payment run within your ERP system pays the bank automatically, updating the invoice date on your Corda node via the APIs to paid. Upon the bank receiving payment, their Corda node is updated, the invoice settled, and the process flow completed. Smarter trade and working capital finance. Only authorized information is shared by you, your banks, and your suppliers. By leveraging blockchain technology, all transactions have a verifiable and immutable audit trail. By automating key processes using ERP-embedded apps and open APIs, the Marco Polo network reduces friction, risk, errors, time and costs for all parties, providing your suppliers with a simple and efficient way to interact with you and your funding banks. The Marco Polo network makes trade and working capital finance smarter, more transparent, and better connected. Check out the website www.marcopolo.finance or talk to us and see how the Marco Polo network will improve your organization.